Hi everybody, I'm gonna do a short video talking about ear stretching or ear gauging. If you don't even know what those things are, well, ear stretching is this technique where you stretch your ears to a bigger size. It's your ear lobes. See, mine are currently at 5/8 of an inch, and so they're pretty big. I guess to some people they would be considered pretty big, but this is what they look like without anything in them. I can pretty much like stick my index finger pretty far into it, but people have known what that is called or refer to it as gauging, but really the gauge is actually the size. So you're not technically sizing your ears, you're stretching them because you're making them bigger. But people call it gauging, so I call it ear stretching, ear gauging, whatever, because more people know it as ear gauging, or I'm going to gauge my ears, you know. So anyway, I'm going to talk about the proper ways to do it and what some of the jewelry is actually called. The best way to start off stretching your ears, I found it the best way is to start off with something that's called a pincher. It's one of the stretching techniques. It looks like this, and it's just a hoop, and it starts off from a small point and then gets bigger as you put it in your ear. Another thing that people commonly use are tapers. These are tapers. They start off really small, and then as you push them in your ear, they get bigger and bigger. I don't like to use tapers because that is an easier and faster way to get a blowout, and which is a blowout is something where your skin gets pushed out from the inside. It gets pushed out, and it's usually irreversible, but I had one and I caught it in time and I reversed it, and so I don't have a blowout anymore, and my ears are really healthy. Now, also tapers, the long ones, they're meant to only use as stretching and leave into your ear for about an hour before you put a plug in it or any kind of silicone tunnel or anything like that. Because if you move around too much with tapers in your ears, you can rip your ear easily, and especially in sleep, you could really pull out the taper in your ear. But people use them wear them all the time as, you know, just as a fab, or, you know, just to wear them in their ear, but you're really not supposed to. Now the pinchers that I showed first, what you can use easier, and you can sleep in them, you can wear them, and so it's kind of cheaper because you don't have to buy plugs as well along with the tapers. And plugs are these. These are what plugs look like. They're just solid all around things, and then tunnels are these where you can see through them. And that's what these are. These are tunnel, and then there are also ones that are called single flare and double flare. These are single flare. You see how it's bigger on one side? That's a single flare. And then this comes with usually most single flares come with an O-ring, and this is an O-ring. It goes on the end of the single flares, like that. I'm not sure if I have any double flares. Oh, these pink ones I just showed, they're double flares. So you don't need an O-ring with them because they are opened or wider at the end, so they stay in your ear. So you don't need an O-ring. So that is, most people don't know what O-rings are or what single flare, double flare means, but that's what they mean. And another thing, a lot of people start off by stretching with either lotion, Neosporin, Vaseline, and all these other things that aren't really good for your ears in the healing process. If you use lotion that has all these added just dyes and all these other things that aren't good for your body or to be used for in your body or anything like that, they're used for external use only. That's why there are lotions and not to be used put in your body. So you don't want to put that on an open wound, and when you're stretching your ears, that is it's an open wound. Neosporin, it's used to, why it's not good to use as stretching is because it helps push out the things that aren't supposed to be in your body. So it's trying to push out the jewelry that you use to stretch your ear, and it's also trying to make your ear go back to a smaller size because it's trying to help your body heal and not do what you want it to do, which is stretching it. Vaseline, You know, I don't really know the background information on why you shouldn't use Vaseline, but I just know from piercers that have talked to me, and I've talked to piercers, they said that Vaseline is not good for your ears to be stretching with. I did use Vaseline when I started out stretching until I got to about 0 gauge, I think, because I didn't know that you shouldn't use Vaseline, but that's what piercers have told me, don't use Vaseline. But then I started using something, it's called jojoba oil. It looks like this. This is a big bottle I bought because the store didn't have smaller bottles. But it looks like this. This is 100% jojoba oil. Also, people use vitamin E and jojoba oil mix. I haven't used vitamin E oil because I don't know, I just haven't tried it. But I use 100% jojoba oil. There is no dyes, no chemicals, anything. This is safe for your hair, for your skin. Sorry about my voice. I'm still sick. I've been sick with something for 2.5 weeks, and it's still affecting me. But I use it for stretching. And also, I've noticed from using Vaseline or soap to clean my ears, the jojoba oil, I don't have to clean them as often. I don't have a smell with my ears. A lot of people, I guess, they have said they experienced smells with their ears, but I don't. I'm at 5/8 right now, and I plan to go to 1 inch. That's my goal size. Who knows? I might go bigger, I might go smaller, I might not get to 1 inch. I don't know, but that's my goal size. And I have pretty healthy earlobes. My lobes are thick. I have good circulation through my ears, or my lobe. They're pretty well healthy, if you ask me. And massaging it also helps strengthen your lobes and gets good circulation through your lobes. All you do is you just squirt some jojoba oil into your fingers and push it in and rub your earlobes and massage them for about 2 minutes daily. I do that probably once every 2 days. Or, I mean, your ears are healed now. I do it probably every 2 days. Or every time I take a shower, I'm in with the hot water, massaging my ears with the jojoba oil also. People also ask me another way. After I got to 1/2 inch, I tried to go up to 9/16, which I had a really problem with. I'm trying to get to 5/8, but I'm at 5/8 now. I use the taping method now. The taping method is you use either PTF, I think it's called, or plumber's tape, or electrical tape. A lot of people don't like electrical tape because it causes black stickiness to come out and go onto your ear. But I don't have allergic reaction to it, so if you have allergic reactions easily to things onto your skin or to your body, you might not want to use electrical tape. I use electrical tape though. And what it is you just take a simple plug. The green part is the plug, and you just, you take 1 layer of tape and you just tape it around the thing once a day, and you just put it in your ear using lube, of course. So, whatever you use, I use jojoba oil. So I put jojoba oil all through my ear and put it on here and then put it in my ear. I did this for about a week, and it got me to 5/8 from a 1/2 inch. I started out with just 1 layer, and then another layer the next morning, and then the next layer, or the next morning another layer, Just put it in. It took me about a week to get to 5/8, and so that's what I'm going to do to go up to that one, because the plug is not going to be as wide as the duct, or not the duct tape, the electrical tape. And so you just take the tape and you put it on there, and then you cut off the excess that's hanging off the edge right there. But that's that. And then I used to use silicone too to stretch my ear, which is not good for you, especially if you have an allergic reaction. If you have a reaction to silicone, people don't recommend stretching with silicone, but I have, and I didn't have any problems with it. I'm not saying you should do it too, but do whatever you think you're gonna do and what you feel is right, but just make sure you're doing it the safe way when you're stretching your ears. So I think that's pretty much it for this video. If you have any questions about anything of ear stretching wise, just leave a comment down in the bottom and I'll answer it for you. Bye guys!